How's it going, YouTube? I'm going to take this opportunity to do a unboxing, first impression of my first pair of Tecovas. I've got 3 or 4 pair of blue Casey's and a couple pair of blackjacks and some Fry boots, but I've never had Tecovas. And Tecovas a pretty big brand. It's been taken off here over the last few years, and a lot of people buy them. And the reason is they're fairly stylish and they are at a better price point than, say, blue Casey's or blackjacks. Most of your exotic blue Casey's or blackjacks are going to run you around $700-800 mark. You can find like ostrich for cheaper than that, but between $500 and $800. To where Tecovas, generally speaking, are more around the $300 or $400 range, and they're nice. I mean, it's $300 or $400 for footwear is more than most people want to pay, especially if you're used to wearing tennis shoes and whatnot. But these are much different than your pair of Chucks. Most of these boots are handmade and they will last for a long time if you take care of them. A lot of boots, Lucchese, blackjacks, things like that are heirloom type items. You pay $1,000 for those boots and you take care of them and keep boot trees in them and resole them. You could pass them down when you die. You know, they will truly last forever if you take care of them. Tecovas isn't necessarily up to that benchmark, I don't think, as a Lucchese or a blackjack boot, but I don't know. I've never had any in person, so let's see what we got. And so what I bought, what stuck out to me was the Nolans, the Relics, the lizard relics, and they're kind of hard to come by. And a lot of people online, they buy them and then they sell them for a crazy markup. I think I got these boots for $340. And there's people selling them online for $600. It's crazy. But I actually called Tecova and they told me that they had a pair in my size on a shelf sitting in a store in Austin, and that they would hold them for me for 24 hours. So I gave them a call, and sure enough, it was some of the best customer service I've seen in a company. It's amazing. And I can tell you that just opening the postal box, I can smell the leather coming off of this one already. I love that. So, a very nice box. Handcrafted in Leon, Mexico. Designed in Austin, Texas. A lot of people, I think, used to criticize Tecova for trying to make people think that they were just a purely Texas brand, and they are, but they're made in a pretty famous cobbler city in Leon, Mexico. I would be proud of that. Some of the best bootmakers in the world are there. So I think that's a great thing. Nolan Relics 11 Delta. And they definitely don't try to hide it. It's there if you look for it. I have heard people criticize them, but I don't see that. This may have been a pair of boots that someone tried on and returned or didn't like because the sticker isn't sealed here, like I've seen on a few other, well, there it is. Yeah, it does seem to be that someone's been in it before, or they pulled it too tight. Yeah, I see where it's torn now. So maybe that's not the case. Maybe they just pulled it too tight. But this tag is also loose in the box, so I would say that someone's been in this one. This one may have been something they had on the shelf, maybe. does not bother me at all. And the reason I wanted these is they look amazing in pictures. The advertisements and stuff are great. I definitely like these. Some of the nicer ones I've seen. And if you're not into boots, or if you buy boots to keep forever with no intention of ever trading or wheeling and dealing or selling them down the line, you may throw away all this stuff. I don't throw away any of it. I keep it all in the box in the event that I want to sell them one day or trade or do something like that, so that when I pass the boots on to someone else, if I do, the presentation is nice. It looks like they've been taken care of. Here's the Tecovas tag on the other boot. So it looks like the one on the left boot was taken off and just placed back in the box. As you can see, Tecovas 11D. Overall first impressions of them. They look very nice. There is some blemishes and things, but that's nothing. I can fix that when I condition them. The leather feels very good. This is their lizard. The one thing I didn't like from the pictures is it appears that there's a seam that goes up the middle of every one of these. It's more evident on that one. But it's just the way the skin comes together. And so now that I see it in person, I like the way that they put that straight down the middle like that. It does look good. So I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. I do like the way they do the soles. The famous Tecovas T on the heel, stacked leather heel, leather outsole, stitching looks good. It looks like they got a little haywire on the sanding on this one. And it looks like they had some problems with the outsole here. Putting that in, it appears that they gouged that up quite a bit. But this one looks pretty great. Lemon wood pegs. But it is nice. I mean, we're talking about a handmade boot for 350 bucks. There is some separation in the stacked leather here. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a problem later on down the line. Moving up to the actual skin, the vent area, like I said, it feels very soft, very nice. I haven't put these boots on yet, and probably won't for this video, but I'll do a follow-up. Everything looks great. The counter is very solid. I don't think that is a leather counter in there. That might be a different type of material. but it feels good. They do have a insole in there as well, not the traditional leather insole. This seems to be more of a modern take on it, more of a comfort item. And I'm not very familiar with those, so we'll have to see how those stand up to time. And as I've showed you inside the shaft, this lining is very nice, and it seems that it would be very comfortable. You don't have any stitching or anything here to rub. Kind of jumping all over the boot at this point. A lot to take in. But I do love the way the shafts look on this. I do love that cording, the distressed look. I just think this is a great looking boot. Pull tabs are solid. Yeah, it's I'm very happy with them, especially for the price. We'll see how they fit and how they wear. I have heard people say that straight out of the box these things fit great though, and don't require a lot of break-in. We'll test that theory. Tecovas, first pair of boots. Thanks for watching, YouTube.